Okay, it says the pasuk. We are going through different scenarios. We started yesterday. Different rabbanim, they get to certain pesukim, they started to cry for different reasons. Okay, that's related to the what we're saying over here. So it says Rabbi Ami kimate la'ikira bache. Rabbi Ami, we get to this pasuk. We're gonna mention he would cry. What was the pasuk? The pasuk says the Sefania, one of the unknown prophets we had. He says the pasuk says Bakeshu Sedek, Bakeshu Anava, Ulai Tisatru Bayom Afashim. So he says, basically the translation is, let's say you are a Sadiq, you go on the right path, or you go also on with Anava, you're a humble person. Maybe Hashem gonna rescue you and doesn't punish you on the day of the anger. Okay? That's a translation of the pasuk. So now Rav Ami would have cried when he got to this pasuk. Why? Amar, he used to say, Kule hay ve ulai. He said the pasuk says, Ulai, maybe Hashem gonna have mercy on you and you're not gonna get punished. So it's very scary thing that it seems like from this pasuk, even though you're going a right path, you are Sadiq, you have Sedek, still Anava, you have humbleness, you're a very humble person, still you might get punished. So it's very hard to get away from the punishment. So the Gemara goes further, another scenario about crying. Rav Asi Rav Asi also used to cry. We all were going through crying incidents happened by all the Rabbanim. He would cry when he got to this pasuk. The pasuk in Amos says, is another prophet we had, Sin ura, you should hate. Ra, bad. Ve'ehebu, tov, and love, good. V'hasigu b'shar mishpat. And you get basically to the gate of the judgment. Ulai, maybe, Yechenan Hashem Elokei Tzavakot. Maybe Hashem gonna let you go. You're gonna be exempt. Again, you're not gonna get judged for what you did.
But this is the same as the one above it,
right? Same concept, different pasuk, different prophet is talking over here. Okay, so over here's a kule hay ve'ulai. Again, the pasuk say ulai, maybe you get it, maybe you're gonna be saved. So it's very scary again. Even though you do all these things, still it comes to the day of the mishpat, the judgment. You might be lucky, whatever you want to call it, and not going to get punished. Gemara goes further. Also, another case. Rabbi Yosef kimate la'ikera bach. Another one of the other chachamim we have, sages. He gets Rabbi Yosef. He got to this pasuk, he would cry. So in the Mishle, Shalom HaMelech says, "Beyesh nispe belo mishpat." So what's the case over here? So Shalom HaMelech talking about somebody chas v'shalom dies before its time, okay? And he doesn't have any avonot. He doesn't have any, basically, avera, sins. So what happened? He died even though he wasn't obligated to die, according to judgment. It seems like from this pasuk that basically this guy died because it wasn't the right time. It's very scary. There's certain. It wasn't the right time to die. He was supposed to live 70 years. He died after 50 years.
But that is judgment.
Huh?
But that is judgment.
So judgment. Okay. But he wasn't supposed to get judged now.
Oh, he wasn't supposed to get judged.
Right. Even he gets judged, he's not going to die now. Why he has to die right now? He has to die 70 years old. Why after he's 50 years old? It seems from this pasuk, we're going to go further. It's going to be one of the amazing Gemara you learn ever. You're going to have so many questions. But you see, sometimes the person dies before his time.
It happened Abram, right? With 5 years.
That was the reason behind it. Okay, Abraham Avinu was the reason behind it. That's why he died. We have to see over here what's going on over here. We're talking, it seems, that according to the Rashi over here, we are talking about the person that he doesn't have any avon, which means he doesn't deserve to die. That if you even get judged, you should die right now. Why you should have to die? Whatever it is, yeah, he died. He died. He said it seems like supposedly he was to live, has to live 70 years old. He died before 50 years old. Whatever it is. You want to ask a question? I don't understand. Gemara says, "Miika de azel belo zimne." Is it possible that a person dies before his time? What do you mean? How is it possible that a person dies before his time? Hashem decides how long you're going to live. That many years, you're going to live. What does it mean this guy is supposed to live 70 years and not 50 years old? So we're going to get very scary parts, okay? You ready? Gemara says, yes, there is such a thing. A person dies before his time. We're going to give an example now. Kiha derabevai bar Abaye. This person, an interesting person, Rabbevai, the son of Abaye. He was very, very close to who? Haresh Shechiach Gabe Malach HaMavet. He was very close to angel of death. They were friends, okay? So you are friends. So basically, he tells you, or he tells him, the situations, different situations. I go to people, they die. So what's going on? One time, Amalel Ishluchem, Malach HaMavet, this angel of death, he told his shaliach, he has workers, okay? So he would send his messenger, Zil Aiteli, Miriam Megadela Se'ar Neshaya. Go, bring to me the neshama of this lady. What's her name? Miriam. What's her job? Oh, whatever you want to call it, she would what do you call it? Braid the hair of the ladies. That's what she did. And then the shaliach made a mistake. Azal aitele Miriam megadela dardaki. He went and got this lady, same name, Miriam, that she used to have a daycare in her house. Okay? So the shaliach made a mistake.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How does the shaliach make a mistake? This is like
very nice question. I have a very good question. Okay, very nice. Very nice. The thing is, he had the right to take his life. This is we're talking about this guy, the shaliach, the messenger, goes to the wrong Miriam, and he took his life. He died. She died by mistake.
Yeah, but doesn't Hashem have to agree to it?
Very nice. I told you you're gonna have so many questions.
Oops, sorry, wrong guy.
Yeah, it is. That's exactly what happened. It seems from the Gemara. This is a very famous Gemara. This is it's gonna blow your mind. Let's see what's gonna happen later. It's gonna blow your mind. This is something we have to go into it more maybe. So Gemara says, Amaleh Malach HaMavet says to his worker, to his shaliach, Anna, I told you, Miriam Megadela Sa'ar Neshaya Amarilach. I told you to bring to me, to take the life of who? This lady that would braid the hair of the ladies, woman, okay? Amalem, okay, you're right. I made a mistake. So maybe now I take it back. I take the neshama back.
Bring her back to life.
Right? That might happen, okay? Bring it back. Amalem, no. Malach HaMavet told him, Hoil v'aitete, since you brought it already, leheve leminyana. That's it to be with next to the dead people. Don't take it back. Don't return it. Okay? Huh? It's very scary. If you think about it, it's very scary. It's very scary. Of course, Hashem wants it to be that way. It's like somebody who's surgery doing on somebody and making a mistake and he died. Okay? Okay? Okay. Right. So what this person is saying, somehow, they could make a mistake. I always thought before I learned this Gemara, they are like the robots. Robots, they never make a mistake.
AI.
You program them certain way that they're gonna act.
No, but malachim, they can make mistake. They cannot sin though.
Okay. So it's one of the places that it seems like they could make a mistake. Okay. So now Gemara asks a question. Basically, the Malach Moed gonna say to his shaliach, Ela hechi yechartola. Well, maybe we could take the neshama. You weren't supposed to take her neshama. We cannot basically take her to whatever Gehinam, Gan Eden, whatever you want to take to punishment. At the same time, I told you not to take him back. Hava nekita mitara bida. V'hava ka shagra. So now, Shaliach answer back. I'm sorry. I better explain better. I maybe I miss. He's asked him, how can you get his life or her life over here? Right. She was supposed to die. How could you do it? It seems like you cannot just go and just take the life. There should be something there that you have a right to do it. So he says, Hava nekita metara bida. This Miriam that we're talking about that had the daycare in her house, she was holding something from tanur.
A poker, it says over here.
A poker. Okay, very nice. That's basically what they use it to stir the coals inside the tanur. That's what we used to do. The Hava ka shakra. What happened was umecharia tanura. So she had it in her hand to use it for the bread and everything. She was using it. Shekalta vanchata agaba the kara. I took this poker, whatever it is. I put it on her leg because of this hot. Kedecha, he burned her feet or foot or leg. Ve'itera mazala va'iteta. Her mazal came down. That's a lashon. That's what we use usually. The mazal goes down, and that's how I brought her to you. Very interesting. Very interesting, Gemara. This should you should not go to sleep tonight when you think about it. This is very scary. Huh?
You could actually lose your life.
Huh?
If you hurt yourself, you could actually lose your life.
Let's see what's going on over here. You ask him, how did you do it? That's how he did it.
So Rabbi, as it explains over here, she was cleaning out with this poker. She was cleaning out the oven. It was hot.
Okay.
And I guess she removed it and she accidentally put it on her foot, and that's how it took her life.
Okay. Very nice. Okay. Very nice. Okay. So someday I explain over here. This is very important thing. Some Mefarshim explain over here is the time of the sakana. Satan could do something. So that's what it means. You should not put yourself in danger. That also. But let's say that I have a lot of cases. Said if you know this wall gonna fall down, don't walk under it, because what's gonna be Satan maybe do something, and then you're gonna take to your life, even though it's not time for you to die. Chas v'shalom. Okay.
But if you're doing a mitzvah and everything that you're doing is
Oh,
the whole focus is
you have to know how much risk you could take for a mitzvah.
Right. I do many risks.
Okay,
and
so
every
that
time
the
I'm
question
doing a
is,
risk, I say,
no.
I'm
What we're
doing
gonna
a mitzvah,
see? We're
I gotta
gonna
be there on
see.
time,
They're
to
gonna
follow the
check.
rules.
They're gonna check your file,
Right.
and they see chas v'shalom somebody doesn't deserve it. They're gonna take his life.
Right. Well,
Sometimes we do a lot of dangerous things, and nothing happens. After you die, you tell Hashem, I did so many mitzvot. Where are they? So I'm sorry. We're in danger. We used those mitzvot already for you. So you be alive. You don't put yourself in a danger. Keep doing the mitzvot and don't put yourself in a danger. Right. It's very interesting. Okay. Right. Okay.
Mary's is my witness today. We
So-
survived many miracles.
Okay, Baruch Hashem. The miracles is there, but if it's not derech teva, for somebody like me and you, not so much nisim geluim revealed would happen. For somebody, we see later on some chachamim, they even put the vinegar inside the candle is gonna burn. Okay, because they are at a high level. For them, nisim is something usual happens for them, so they don't lose zechiyot. Me and you, if Hashem does us as a nes, we might lose the zechiyot. Over here, we're saying she did something dangerous, according to this understanding, and because she didn't have enough to be saved, she died on the wrong time. Okay. So you see how serious is this? Should not say, you know what? So what? I'm gonna survive. You have to be careful. You have to see what you're doing. So Amale Rabbevai Barabai. So this Rabbevai, the son of the Abaye, was a friend of the basically Malachem Avet. Okay, he's talking to Malachem Avet. He told him, Itzlechu reshuta lemevat hachi. How does your shaliach, your messenger, has the right to do such a thing? How he could do this? Amale Malachem Avet told him, Belo keti, we don't know the pasuk. Veyesh nispe belo mishpat. It seems from this pasuk, nispe means that Hashem would kill people; they would die before the time. Belo mishpat, without the judgment. So Amale Rabbi, he told to the Malach, V'haketi, Dor holech v'dorba. What does it mean, Dor holech v'dorba? Generation after generation comes and goes. What do you understand from this pasuk? The generation should finish. They have certain, years, 120, 150, 200, whatever it is. Next generation gonna come. So you cannot take away from it. How is it possible? Amar Malachim Avet told him, you know what? Dera'ena lehuana. You know what I'm gonna do? These people, they died. They weren't supposed to die right now. I'm gonna take them with me, and they're gonna be with me.
They're going to be a shlichus.
Huh?
They're gonna be the new shlichus.
Yeah, I don't know. They have Chabad in the Malachim Avet, but that I don't know. But we are saying over here, you are gonna be with Malachim Avet all the time until the time you're gonna go get judged, whatever the process is gonna be.
But that's not considered punishment.
Oh, what do you mean?
So it's like a
Being
flow
with
time.
him, hanging out with him is not a.
So the Mefarshim explain over here. They explain over here what's gonna be. The Malachim Avet going around all the time. So they're gonna be Malachim Avet around in the Shamayim. So you cannot do any mitzvot. You cannot do anything. What's the point of this? I don't get it. I don't know.
There's no punish. The actual is not
It's a punishment. It's a punishment.
So it takes away from the.
They took him from his family. He doesn't have Olam Hazeh. He doesn't have Olam Haba. What are you doing to this guy?
Can't do mitzvahs anymore.
I understand, but my question is that taking away from the punishment when they go through Gehenna, or that's just extra?
This just gonna delay what's gonna happen afterwards. They're not gonna judge him right now. It's like you sitting in the waiting room. Instead of 5 minutes, you're gonna do forever 20 years.
You know, in jail they have if you were like they didn't make a judgment on you, a real jail,
Right.
and they incarcerated you, and let's say you were there 6 months, and then they decide that your judgment is a year to stay in jail. So the 6 months that you were staying there, it's time served.
Well, over here he's not gonna do anything. He's not getting any punishment. He's not in jail. He's not in Gehinnom. And who says he has to go to Gehinnom even? He might go even to judge extend to Gan Eden. Whatever it is, this person, it seems from the Gemara, there's going to be, Rashi explains, he's going to be with the Malachim Avet at Demanu Lahu Ledara, until the time he was supposed to die, that generation should die, and then, that's what Pasuk means, Dor Holech V'Dor Eva, V'Hadar Mashlim Ale Leduma, Then I give this to next stage, to the malach, to the angel who is in charge of the dead people. The Duma is the name of this angel who is in charge of metim, dead people. Huh? Receptionist, whatever you're going to call him, but it's more than a, it's a manager of the dead people. Okay? Amale, so Rabbi told the Malachama, sof shene may of that. What do you do? He was supposed to be alive another 20 years. You took him early now. What's going to happen? Who's going to answer this question? Amar, Malachama would answer back. Ika suba merabana de ma'avir bemile. Musifna lehule v'havya chilufe. This is very, very scary part, but could be very happy part, happy end. How? What's going to happen is there's a Talmid Chacham. Talmid Chacham. Not regular Talmid Chacham. Talmid Chacham like Rabbi Akiva. Who? Hama'avir al midotav. What is Hama'avir al midotav? You let it go. You don't have any hakbada on people. People, they do anything to you, you take it easy. Okay? This is very, very high level. Sometimes, in life, your wife did something to you 20 years ago, you're not gonna forget until you die. This is not, we're talking about it. The worst thing I've done to this Talmid Chacham is not gonna remember it anymore. Let it go. No, Hashem, whatever it is. So what's gonna happen? This lady, for example, was supposed to live another 20 years. I'm gonna take that 20 years. I added to the life of this Talmid Chacham. That's ma'avi al midotav. Mosifna lehule v'haba chilufe. This Talmid Chacham is gonna be like some kind of gilgul, some kind of exchange for her life. Now, that's just something to think about. So what?
In the Torah, in the Chumash, there's a few situations like that. Somebody get extra years of their life because they took it up with somebody else.
So now we have, but I'm just saying, how is it fair to the first person?
Right.
This is a very big question. You have to think of all these questions. We ask questions, but I'm saying we're going to the answer or not. How is it fair to the first person that he or she should lose like some life? Okay, how is it? How does it work? It's very hard to understand this Gemara. I'm sure they're going to talk about it. They have to look at the Farashim. So we have to see more about it. But over here, the Gemara doesn't explain so much. It seems from here that Malach Maved, he did it by himself. He could do it, How he could do it? How he could add to the lives of the people? So this question is, we have to look into it. Gemara says over here something interesting. The Gemara says it doesn't mean that he's going to add to the life of the Tzaddik, the Talmid Chacham, Ma'aveh Midotav. That's a good thing. Usually Malach Maved is not really looking for a good thing. Malach Maved is a part of the Satan, Sitra Achara, all these things together, Yetzirah. He doesn't want to add to the life of the Tzaddik. This purpose of adding to the life of the Talmid Chacham, he wants to do it because he sees the life of the Tzaddik is passed already for years. And you know what? You get to a certain age, 50, 60, 70, what are you going to say? Okay, I'm going to good now. I'm in good hands. So in your mind, you're not going to do anything bad right now. So over there, he says, Al-Ken Mosif Lo Shanim, he adds years to his life, Gemara says. Therefore, this way, by adding life to his life, he's not going to be majority of his life passed already. So he knows Malach Maved or Satan or whatever it is could make him to do Averot. Because if row of your life going to be passed, most likely you're not going to do any Averot of it. What do you want to say?
So I see here they have some
Explanation. What say?
Okay. Yechi Reuben cited in Yaakov Yeshayahu.
Okay. What did it say?
Basically, because they're giving the extra time to this Talmud Chacham, right?
Right.
He's going to do mitzvot with the extra time, and that counts for the zechut, counts for the person who lost their life.
Very nice.
So really, they might even.
So it's basically like a gilgul. That's exactly what it is. It's a gilgul. It's neshama is gonna be benefit from this. Okay, that's a good deal. So now everyone wants to die now.
It's a win-win situation.
Huh?
Yeah, they gave it to somebody with a lot of zechut.
So now if you learn it this way, it's a good thing for him. Who doesn't want it this way? Huh? Why?
Because you said now he's gonna.
I don't know how does it work exactly. What he's saying that the Talmud Chacham what's going to happen. He's doing it, but he's going the account of the other person completely.
No, it sounds like both. So they share.
They share. They're sharing the zechut. Okay. 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 But you see how big it is, how powerful it is. If you have a person is a veteran, you let it go. Ma'avir al midotab. Talmid Chacham by itself is a high level, somebody big. But if you have higher level, what's going to happen to you? You're going to be somebody Ma'avir al midotab. You let it go. You're not makfid on anything. Take it easy. Somebody says something, somebody does something, whatever happens to you, you take it easy. I was in somebody's house once. This time with Chacham, his wife was very angry at that day. Okay, he's a Talmid Chacham, very, very, very known Talmid Chacham. So his wife started to yelling at him
in front of you,
in front of everybody. It wasn't only me, the whole gathering over there. And my wife said, maybe we should do something. We should tell her something. Huh? She was under so much pressure. Okay, that the kids, carpool, parnasa, all these things.
20 guests.
No, it wasn't in her house. Somebody else's house. We were in a gathering, together. Then she was telling him, I cannot handle this anymore. This is too hard for me. You don't help me. You don't understand me. All these things. And the guy, nothing. Nothing. He didn't say anything. So you're right. You're right. And it's not only you're right. Sometimes you say you're right, but you keep it in your heart. People sometimes they don't say anything, but they keep it in their heart. The guy, I know him, 100%. Machul. Nothing is there. Nothing is there. He's very, very, the person is very, very ma'abir al midotav. So there's a big zechut. Yeah.
Because I've practiced this a little bit, right? And my question is there a point where potentially it could be chilul Hashem? Because let's say people, that was my concern, that someone says, oh, look, this guy, he's quiet, he doesn't say anything.
He lets her beat it,
it's fine, so let me do more.
And so on.
And then they get the wrong idea. Let's say if somebody's aggressive, right, and they say, oh, because I've heard this word pushover, right? So, okay, oh, you're right, okay, this and that. And then they get the wrong idea and they say, oh, look, this is.
Everyone understood over there that he's letting go. The way she was talking, and he's, But you saying if I say you are right, what's gonna happen?
That possibly.
That they think you're in fault.
Yeah, or that situation.
No,
So
I
that-
think that you could push over Talmid Chacham because they don't know how to.
Okay, that's okay. Could be a certain situation you have to do something. You stand up, but that was the whole question. We didn't know what to say. We didn't know what to do, and my wife said maybe it's not good for her even now. She has to ask Magid Mechila from the husband, because it's very dangerous. If you put that down, especially a Talmid Chacham, in front of everybody, it's very dangerous. It's not a good thing. I'm sure Arab Yom Kippur, they took care of it for sure. There's no question about it. That's why they say about the husband and wife. It's a shalom bayit lesson. That's the two people that they have to be careful and ask mechila from each other for sure before Yom Kippur. Because more in contact you are with the person, more as a chance there is that you did something that you offended the other person.
Had a situation. A friend of mine was moving for storage places in public storage, and his soon-to-be wife was there with him, and they got into a little thing. I said, "Listen, Hashem didn't send me here for nothing. I'm here to keep shalom bayit." They both heard that. They got back there. Okay, they're gonna calm down.
Okay, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Oh,
Okay, so that's one of the way you understood. Very nice. But you see from this Gemara, sometimes the person might die, and we see what's the reason.
right.
The reason Gemara is giving, don't put yourself in the sakana. There's certain things you do, the sakana, even though you think it's okay, it's not okay.
It had to have the
That's-
sakana. Without the sakana, you wouldn't have.
Right. That's exactly what we're saying over here. According to this understanding, that's the reason she died, because she put herself in a situation that he gave the right to the shaliach malach Maveh to take him.
Make a mistake to take it.
Right. I don't know what happened to the other person.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah.
You got over it. You got over it.
Right. I don't know. I don't know.
Just told him don't
Right.
take that
Right.
risk.
Right.
Yeah.
So the Gemara is saying that's that problem. Gemara doesn't talk about the Gemara's focus is on that the wrong person. You're not talking about the right person. Probably he's gonna die. She's gonna die right away. They're gonna send him back. Go do the other one.
Two for the price of one.
Right. But the who's paying the price? That's the question. Okay, let's go further. Let's go. We have another 7 minutes for Gemara today. So another pesukim, the Amoraim. We're gonna talk about the Ar Gedolim. They talk when they get to it. They're gonna cry when they see this pasuk. Rabbi Yochanan, here's Rabbi Yochanan. Kimate lehaike rabache. You got to this pasuk, you would cry. Okay, so what is pasuk about? This pasuk in Eov. The Satan, the story of the Eov. What happened? That the Satan goes to Hashem, and he says, "Mekatreg." He talks bad about the Eov. Okay, and because what he did, he get the right, he gets the permission to take away the money and the children of Eov. Okay, but still Eov is going the right path. He didn't lose his emunah, faith in Hashem. So I read you the whole pasuk. You have maybe have the pasuk on the side. The Gemara just bring the last 4 words. I think it's fair we read the whole pasuk. Vayomer Hashem el Satan hasamta libecha el abdi Eov. Kian kamohu ba'aretz ishtam v'yashar yireh Elohim v'sar merav v'udenu machazik b'tumato. So Hashem says, I understand, Satan. You pinpoint, you're going on my Eved, my slave, which is I trust him. Nobody like him. Okay? Good person. Yashar is straight. He's away from bad. Still it's good. So he told Satan, Hashem, because what you did, you basically took away his money, his children. Still, Eov is going on the right path. And what you did, you convinced me to do such a thing, even though he doesn't have any avera, he doesn't have any sin. What do you see from this pasuk? HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he was taken after the etzah, the suggestion of the Satan. That's why Rabbi Yochanan cried and he said, Evet sherabo mesitin lo nisat. That's a Evet, a slave, that his master, which is Hashem, is against him, when Nisat, and Hashem basically went after the suggestion of the Satan to bring Yisurim, pain on this person. Takana yeshlo. You could find him any takana. It's very, very scary. Very scary. It's very hard. It seems like a scary situation. That's the whole thing happened by the Satan. Satan started the whole thing.
But a human master is different than Hashem, because Hashem has not only mishpat and tzedek, but he also has amazing rachamim.
Right. But over here, it seems that rachamim is not there. That's a problem. It seems the mercy is not there. Why Hashem has to choose to do this? That was Rabbi Yochanan cried. Takana means to fix. There's no way to fix it. Same thing, yes. So Gemara goes further. Another case that Rabbi Yochanan would have cried, that when he gets to the pasuk, Rabbi Yochanan kimat la'ikera bache. Another pasuk in Eyob. Hen biqdoshab lo ya'amin. What does it mean? It says Hashem does not even trust in kedoshab, his holy people. So it says Rabbi Yochanan, I biqdoshab lo ya'amin. If Hashem does not trust, doesn't have faith in Sadikim, the Kedoshab, B'man Yamin. Who is going to trust? Who's going to have faith in? Which means he's going to be bad for us. He's going to be very scary for us. Eyob was a Sadiq. It seems like Hashem wanted to test him, to figure out what's the right thing to be done. You have to test him. Imagine us. Our situation is much worse. We are not Sadiqim even. Okay? Yeah.
One thing, I heard about Unat Devarim, that from his friends, when they were telling him, oh, look at your actions, it was a bad thing. So if someone goes through something and you tell them, like, oh, maybe check this, check that in your behavior, it's Unat Devarim.
Okay. I don't know. So you're telling me that his friends did a bad thing?
By telling him that? Yes.
Onad Devarim means you give pain, you bother somebody by words. Okay? I say something to you, you get hurt, I'm going to get punished for it. That's Onad Devarim. Okay? So what has to do with our discussion, what you said?
With Eyob.
Okay.
Because we were on the subject of Eyob.
Okay, very nice.
I heard it the other day.
Okay, I don't know if it's true or not, but we take it as it is. We always look for sources. Wherever you hear it from, you have to check. Whoever told you, check it out. Okay? I heard another one. Since you mentioned the I'll tell you another one. I said I heard this from one of the Gedolim. I don't remember who he was. He said Hashem destroyed all his money, destroyed his wife, children. He lost everything. The only thing was left is friends. You cannot survive without good friends. Because Hashem knew if I'm going to take the friends away, he cannot function anymore. It's against what you're saying. Other way around. Okay? I understand. But friends are good to tell you, good friends, like we have Abraham Avinu. He goes ask a question. Should I do Brit Milah? I shouldn't do Brit Milah. Okay? So,
that basically, in other times, yes, but when somebody's going through the Yisurim, at that exact
so do we know they got punished or not? That's the friends of the